We have 3 years of transactional data from 2020 to 2022. So what we want to do right now is to append the data together. By creating this appending, what we're going to do is to add 2020 to 2021 and 2022. So we're going to have one single table. Let me show you how appending works. So now let's say in 2020, you have data of this particular size right here. And in 2021, you have data of this size right here. And in 2022, you have data of this size right here. So this is 2020, 21, 22. So what you're going to do right now, you're going to actually move this data right here. I can cross it, which means we've gotten the data and actually added it to this one. Is growing our rows. And 2022 is going to be added to this one. Then we can now say that is growing. So previously we do what we call merge queries. What merge query does is this. We have two tables, like we have this table right here. We have this table right here with just 3 columns. These 3 columns. And we have another tables right here. That table right here, rather. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 6 columns. And what we want to do right now is to merge this query. So we're going to merge this one, and merge this one. Which when we merge now, what happens here is this. It's going to grow horizontally. So we're adding another column, adding another column, adding another column. So we've just added 3 columns from this table right now. This is what we call merging. So merging queries grows our column horizontally, while appending queries actually grows our table vertically. You see that? Very simple. So let's see how we can actually do this in action. So here we are. So we can just go right here, go to data, come right here and come here. You click on CSV. So we can click on 2021 because already we have 2020 right here. So we import it straight up. Just give it some time. It's going to get itself right here. So there we have it. We click on transform. So there we go. We do not need to do anything. So all we just have to do is just to load up because we have the data sets to actually be very clean. So go ahead and load it. So we still have one more table to bring in, which is our last transactional data or table 2022. So we have to bring it in. Let this one finish loading. So now we're done loading this, so we can just go ahead and bring the other one and see how we can actually append them together. So here's the last table. So we transform the data. So I'm not looking into the table too much because I'm very sure of this table to be very clean, so we don't have to be scared of that. So right now, let's see what appending means. We are going to append these particular tables together. How do we go about it? So you can click on 2022 right here, or you can decide to click on 2021 or whatsoever. Just click on one you like. So we are not going to actually append it by overriding the current one. So now this is I'm going to show you how to actually append by actually adding a new table. So when you click on append right here, at default, what it does is going to actually override this particular table. We don't want this table to be override. So I'm going to cancel. Instead, I'm going to actually drop it down. And you see where it says append query as new, just like what we have right here under merge query as new. So this one is called append query as new. Choose that one. Now it's going to insert for you a new table. So here it says concatenate rows from 2 tables into a single table. Now we're going to create a single table that will actually combine our 2020, 21, and 2022. So what we do now is this. We have more than 2 tables. So if you have just 2 tables, you can use this and actually select the second table. But because we have more than 2 tables, we have to choose this particular 3 or more tables. Now it opens all the tables we have. So we can now choose which table we want. Already we have this table as a default been selected for us because we actually selected it. So if we don't want it, all we have to do is to make sure we have it removed. But why should we remove it? We need to have it, of course. So I add it up. I add up this one as well. It doesn't matter which one you choose first. All you need to do is just click and make sure you select the right files. Please do not add any of the tables that does not belong to this group because they must have consistent header. Like the header, if you have 10 columns, let there be 10 columns in every single tables. Like 2021 down to 2022 should have the consistent 10 column and the same header. So you can see. So once you're done, you just click on OK. So now you just have a new table. So you can decide to name this one your fact table or transactional table, whatsoever you want to name it. Let us name this one our fact table. So here is our fact table right now. We have a new table that actually houses our data. So if I just click on this, if you want to see if this is true, let me show you how you can know that. I want to go to add column and I'm going to come here and extract the year from here. And now let's see what we have. If I click right here right now, you can just do this and it's going to open up and give me all the years we have. So now we have 3 years of data combined in this single table. What about this? Nicely done. That is nice. So what if we want this one to be moved away from here? What do? You right click and you go to where it says move and you can see where it says to the beginning, right, left to the end. And if I say to the beginning, it's going to move it right here for us. So now we are seeing for 2021. And if I go ahead and open it up and load now, it will give me all the 3 years of data that we have for transaction right here. All right, the question is this the best way to do it? I guess no. Why? What if I have data more? Let's say we have it as monthly data. We have massive data coming every single month. And by the time we keep adding different one, immediately we'll come up with a new data right now for 2023. We have to actually merge it back to this one again. You get it? We have to merge it back to this one again. So how do we actually make sure we do it to be much more dynamic than this? So I'm going to show you. But before then, let's see, can we remove those ones? Because right now, this one, we don't need it. We don't need them again. So I can decide to click on delete. Let's see what happened. The query transaction 2022 cannot be deleted because it's being referenced by another query, fact table. So fact table has a link to this, has a link to this, has a link to this. It's feeding from here, so there is no way you can have it deleted. That is one side effect. So if you keep having more years upon years right here, right now, it's going to grow to this extent and you're going to have some scroll. Why do you need to keep what you don't want to use? So how do we do this? That is where we have to use dynamic way to do that, using the folder way to do it. So now we don't want to use this approach. We just have to click on this, and this, select them together, right click and click on delete at the same time. So now we can have them deleted. So make sure you confirm that what you're deleting is what you needed to delete. Click on OK. And let's see what happened. Now we've just gotten those particular, table off. We don't need a matter, so I can decide to go ahead and actually load. Oh, we are here. We have some table being taken off. I know it's a hard work we've actually put in to bring those tables right there. I'm so sorry that we've just gotten them deleted. Don't worry, I'm going to make up for that. Let's see how to do that.